And that was my baptism by fire teaching high school. It was
Yep.
extremely exhausting, but it was great. At the end of that year, I was on fire and I was like, all right, I got to keep it up. And I'd heard about Reginald Foster. So I was told that you were supposed to write him a letter in Latin and ask him for entry into the program, something like that. So I wrote it in Latin and I checked with an Oxford Latinist to make sure my Latin was perfect and there were no errors in it. Sent it off. And I got back about a month or two later, this kind of note. I still have it. It's about a page and a half, and it was different colored ink. It was like two lines of purple and two lines of blue, and then two lines of, what's the guy doing? I guess he was rather eccentric. So what he told me, it wasn't really clear because I had asked him, how do I get in the program, et cetera. And he had said, I encourage your Latin. I'm not sure what to tell you for housing and the program. And I was like, well, I'm not sure what that means. And I kind of dropped it and didn't go. What I was told later is you just have to go. Like you would just have to go to Rome and show up. And
That's
he
right.
he was quite eccentric. He would apparently just go into the Gregorian and he would just take over classrooms and the administration would have to kind of adjust around where he was. But he had this brilliance for teaching the Latin language. So I wish I had.
And for our audience sake, Father Reginald Foster was many a Pope's Latinist and responsible for teaching a great many of students, but also doing really cool things like making the ATM machines in Vatican City have a Latin language option.
I didn't know that. Okay.
And, many probably wouldn't paint him as the most orthodox character by modern pietistic standards, but certainly had a heart for the church, albeit in a very unconventional way.
Yeah, I don't think he would himself have said he was overly pious, but yeah, he's one of these kind of old school, crotchety, entertaining, endearing, hilarious, brilliant priests.